welcome to ServiceNow Gyan. In this session, we will talk about a very important topic, that is case creation configuration. Case creation configuration provides information that is related to employee for which we are going to create an HR case. Here we can also configure what fields are required to initiate a case. Case creation page is the first step to create an HR case in a scoped application. So now I will navigate to HR case management and I will click on create new case. So this is the case creation form when we are trying to create any HR case in ServiceNow. So for example, I am taking able tutor as an user. So here you can see that we have a different sections like search for employee, employee information, case details. So if you want to make any changes over here, how you are going to perform it. So for that, ServiceNow has provided case creation configuration. And just for your knowledge, this case creation form is a UI page. Let me show you. And I will search with case. So this is the UI page case underscore creation. Here you can see that we have an endpoint SNHR core case creation.do, and if you will go to that case creation form and check the URL, you can see that we have a SNHR core case creation.do. So basically everything, so whatever we have in the case creation form, it's basically a UI page. Now let's navigate to the case creation configuration module and try to go through all the options available for the configuration. So if you want to navigate to case creation configuration, it comes under HR administration, and then there will be a case creation configuration module. So I will click on that. So here you can see that we have a different options to make changes for the case creation page, like we have page size, minimum input length, employee search section, case search, employee information. So we have different options over here to make some changes, and it will get reflected to case creation form. So let's start with the first one, that is page size. Page size, you can understand it like how many records you want to display while searching employee. If search results are more than that value we have provided in the page size, it will get divided in chunks. For example, let's I will put SHA. So here you can see that we have total 25 records starting with SHA, but right now it's showing 1 to 10 only, because if you can see here we have set the value as 10. So if I will type SHA, it's showing 1 to 10, but we have a total 25 records. If you will scroll little down, now again in the second page we have a page break over here, and again it's showing 11 to 20 records. If you will scroll little more down, again we have a page break after 10, and the records are 21 to 25. So if you want to set some values for which you want to break the page, like if I will set here 5 and let's save it. Again I will reload the form, and again I will type SHA. You can see that we have only 5 records visible now out of 25, and if you will scroll down, after 5 records it is getting divided with a page break, and it's after that it's showing 6 to 10. If we will scroll little more, it's showing 11 to 15 out of 25. So if you want to display some values over there, I mean unlimited values over there, you can set it here, the page size. Now we will see minimum input length. So it is basically the minimum number of characters that must be entered in search for employee to return the details. Like if I am searching SHA, so whatever the users we have in our environment, it's getting displayed over there. But if I will put only SH, so it's not getting displayed. It's saying please enter one or more characters, because here we have set the value as 3 in the minimum input length. For example, right now let's make it 4 and save it. Now again I will reload the form, and if I will put only ABA, there is no any results over there. And you can also see we have a message, please enter 0 or more characters. So if you are changing over here like more than 3 value, then maybe you will have to uh, change the UI page coding over there, uh, the messages over there, because I mean it's working as an out of box right now. So if I will put able 4 characters, so you can see that now we have a user able tutor. So if you will put only 3 characters, it's not going to work, it will ask for more characters. But keep in mind that we will also have to change the uh, scripts of that UI page, like please enter 4 or more characters or more than 3 characters. Now let's talk about employee search section. So with the help of employee search, you can change the default search parameters when you are searching by employee, that is a user. Like when we are in case creation form, we are searching with some user, right? So whatever the changes we are going to make in this employee search, it's getting reflected to this section. So let's talk with the configurations available. So display table, that is HR profile. This will always be read only and you cannot edit it. It refers to the user column of the HR profile. You can see that we have user field as a user of that HR profile. Now the third one is limit users on search. So you can check it if you want to apply some filter condition to define your employee records. For example, if there will be a requirement to display only active users in that search employee case creation form, then you can put it over here. Or maybe in some scenario it will be like the users who belongs to some particular country or company, they can be searched on that search for employee section. So you can just check it and you can put your condition like active is true and companies whatever, I mean whatever you are going to select it over here, it will put the condition. So you can use this limit users on search to filter your records, filter your users. Now we have additional display fields. So you can add here fields that you want to get it appear during an employee search. For example, like when I have selected the able tutor, you can see that we have different informations available for that particular user. So if you want that additional fields to get displayed, you can configure over additional display fields. Over here you can click on that lock icon and you can add whatever the fields we have, and it will get displayed over here whenever you are searching any user. Like if I'm searching SHA, so here you can see that we have some more additional information for that user. Now we have a links. So you can pass the link that is that has already been configured in the link generator. I will cover this in separate video, how to define link parameters and button, and how we can put it in HR case. Just for your info, let me give you a background. You can use link generator to create a link on an HR case form that accesses information that is outside to help the fulfill the case. I will cover this in separate video. Now we have force partial search. So you can check it if you want to return results when you enter a partial name, like whenever we are entering able, so it's displaying the able tutor. So for that you can use the force partial search. Now the last one is allow skipping verification. So it will provide you option to create an HR case without providing an employee name or case number while creating an HR case. So here like we if I will reload the form, and if I want to create an HR case, I must select any user, right? Then I will get the button create case. But if you want to get an HR case to be created without providing an employee name or maybe a case number, then you can go with the allow skipping verifications. If I will check it and save it, now I will reload the form. So here you can see that we have a skip verification link. So if I will click on that, so here we don't have to select any employee to get uh, creation of the HR case. So you can select the COE HR services and open for subject person and click on create case to generate the HR case. Now we will discuss about case search section of the case creation configuration. Basically, this is also related to search for employee, and when we are searching any user based on some HR cases. So with the help of case search, you can change the default search parameters when you are searching by case number. Now case table, it it refers to the HR case, that is the base table to search for cases. And we already have discussed limit cases on search. So if you will click on that, you can apply some filter conditions over here. And we have a user fields over here, so you can add here fields that you want to get it appear during an employee search. By default, base system provides subject person, opened for, opened by, and watch list. But if you want to include or exclude these fields, you can do it. For example, let's open, and I will select this case. And if I will put this HR case, so here it's showing Howard Johnson as a subject person, opened for, and system administration is an opened by. So what basically you need, you can add fields over there to populate the name of the users or employees accordingly. So basically you can search user in two ways to create HR case in ServiceNow: by the help of employee name or by the help of HR case. Now let's talk about the third section, that is employee information. Like when we are selecting able tutor, so we have already discussed all the configurations related to search for employee. Now employee information is all related to employee information whatever we have in the second section. So by the employee information section, you can add or remove fields, or we can say that what fields you want to show in employee information section of case creation form. Like if you want to add more fields over here, if you want to add more fields in the right side, so how you are going to configure that thing. So we have two options, left fields and right fields. So here you can see that few fields are displayed in the left and few fields are displayed in the right. So if you want to add more fields to be displayed in the left side, you can just click on the lock icon and you can just add it and save it. In right side, if you want to add some fields, you can click on that and add it, and if you will save it, let's reload the form. Here you can see that we have a date of birth in the left side of the employee information, and in right side we have a employee number. Now let's discuss about the case creation. So here we have a task create table. So it provides the HR case table used to show default case creation fields whatever we are going to select in below, that is left, right and below task fields. So we have a limit services checkbox over here. So by clicking on that, you can apply filter as I have already discussed. So you can put your filter condition as based on your requirement. So now in left task fields, by default there is COE and HR service fields are provided by ServiceNow, and we cannot remove the both fields. Like if I will go to the case creation form, right now we are discussing the case detail section. So here you can see that we have a COE HR service by default, and we cannot remove both the fields. It is by default provided by ServiceNow, but you will have option to add more fields. Like in left task fields, if I want to add case support team and click on save, and I will reload the form. I will select any employee. So here you can see that case support team field is getting displayed over here, but you can't remove COE and HR service from there. In the same way, if you want to add more fields in the right side, you can click on right task fields and add whatever the field you want to get it added. Click on save, and again I will reload the form. So here you can see that we have an actual end in the right side. We also have a bottom task field. Here you can see that we have a work notes at the bottom, left, right and then again bottom. So if you want to add some fields at the bottom, so you can just click on that and actual start, click on save. So here you can see that after work notes, actual start is getting displayed. Now let's see some use cases related to case creation configuration. So the first one is while searching employee number and state should only be displayed as an additional information. So let's navigate to our case creation form. Now if I am searching able, we are having different additional information for able tutor. So first let's navigate to user table. and search for able. So here you can see that we have a location as such as Quadra, something like that. Department is product management, and if I am selecting able tutor, so it's showing SHS Quadra and product management. It means that it's showing the department and location right now, but our requirement is to show only employee number and state. So for that we will have to navigate to case creation configuration module, and it is the part of employee search, so we will have to configure it employee search. So here this is the additional display fields where we can configure. So right now it is department and location, so that's why whenever we are selecting the user able, it's showing department and location. So now we will change it to employee number, and the second was state. Now let's save it. Let's reload the form and again search for. So here you can see that it's showing the employee number and state, and if we will navigate to user table, we have state as Bangalore and employee number as CSA12345. Now the second use case is while searching employee, it should return only active users. So let's navigate to case creation, and for that we have that functionality limit users on search. So once we will click on that, and if we set active is true, and let's save it, and let's see whether we are able to create. Yeah, so right now it's showing Isabel Armot. Now we will make this user active false, and we have put the condition as active is true only, so the user which is true in our environment should get displayed over there. Now I will reload the form once again and search for this user. So here you can see that we can't select that user because we have put the condition like it should show only active users. Now the third is don't allow to create an HR case without selecting any user. So for that we have a checkbox allow skipping verification. So once you will uncheck it and save it, so right now here you can see that we have a skip verification. So once you will click on that, we don't have to provide the employee name. So for that I have disabled the allow skipping verification checkbox, and here you can see that we don't have that option anymore. Now we have, if you are searching employee with the help of any HR case, only subject person should be displayed, or you should be able to select only subject person of that HR case. So let's take one HR case. So right now Howard Johnson is subject person and open for, and system administration is opened by. So it's showing two values, opened by as well, subject person and open for as well. But we want to show only subject person of that HR case. So for that, you will have to come to the case search, and then you will have to remove, or maybe if you have not added already to the subject person, you have to just add it here. And if you will save it, now let's reload the form and search with that HR case. So here you can see that it's displaying only the subject person of that HR case. So once you will click on that, that user is going to be selected here. Now the fifth one is in employee section. Office number should be displayed beneath employee number in left side, and date of birth should be displayed above postal code in right side. So here in employee section, so for that we will have to go to the employee information, and the requirement is office numbers. So in left side we have to add office number, and office number should be displayed beneath employee number. Okay, and now date of birth should be displayed above postal code. So we will move it upward, and now we can click on save. Now let's reload the form. So here you can see that we have an office number in the employee information in the left side, that is beneath the employee number, and we have a date of birth just above the postal code. Now the last use case is in case details section. Short description should get displayed in left side and description should get displayed in right side. So here we want to get error short description in left side and description in the right side. So get it configured, we will have to go to case creation section, and in left task field we can add short description, and in right side we can add the description field and click on save. Now again I will reload the form. So here you can see that short description is getting added in the case details and description is getting added in the right side of the case detail form. Now we will talk about case creation service configuration. So case creation service configuration is used to include additional fields on the HR case creation form so that HR agents are able to collect relevant information before beginning work on the case. For example, if you are selecting an HR service and you need some more information to be filled in before creating the HR case. We have seen earlier that how to add more fields on case detail section, but in some scenario we need more informations prior to case creation. But at the same time, we don't need to display those fields always, and we require those fields to be displayed based on a specific HR service selection. And when we select that HR service, additional fields will get displayed in the case detail section. So we can achieve it by two ways. The first option will be like navigating to case creation configuration module, and at the bottom you will get option to configure or add fields based on particular HR service. The second way is by navigating to the HR service configuration. By there you can configure it. So let's go through the first way. how we can configure it using the case creation configuration module. So I have provided a use case here, like HR agents need some more information prior before creating an HR case related to medical reimbursement, and for which they want few fields to be added on the case creation form. So whenever we are selecting medical benefits inquiry HR services at the case creation form, we need more fields to be displayed. That is medical enrollment. The second one is description, and the third one is medical reimbursement amount. So I have also put it here, like which will go in the left task field, which will go in the right, and which will go in the bottom. So let's navigate to our ServiceNow demo instance and implement, configure what we have the use case right now. Now let's navigate to case creation configuration module and try to add the additional fields what we have for that particular HR service. So it will come under HR administration. You will get a case creation configuration module. So here at the bottom you can see that we have an option case creation service configuration, which will provide you options to add additional fields. I will click on new button and I will provide a meaningful name. And as I already know that it's going to be created in the HR total reward case, so I will select the HR total reward case. Now we have to add medical enrollment field in the left side and medical reimbursement amount in the right side, and we have to add description at the bottom. So now we are all set with the fields whatever we have the requirement. Now we have to select for which HR service we want to display those fields on the case creation form. So we will have to select the HR service. So we want it for medical benefits inquiry. So we will have to select medical benefits inquiry. So you can select multiple HR services over there if you want the same fields to be displayed, or when you are selecting that HR service at the case creation form, so you can include one or more than one HR service over there. Now let's save it and try to create an HR case by navigating to create new case. So you will get the option in HR case management application. Now I will put any user I'm putting as able tutor. Now if you will select the COE HR total reward case and select the HR service medical benefits inquiry, see here you can see that you will get a medical enrollment and medical reimbursement amount in the right side, and we have in the left side, and at the bottom we are getting the description field. But if you will select some other HR service leave of absence, so here you can see that that field is not visible. So that field will be visible on only that particular HR service. So in this way you can configure or add some additional fields based on your HR service. Now let's see what is the second approach of adding more fields based on some particular HR service. So for that you will have to navigate to HR service configuration and let's search for the medical benefits inquiry. So we have configured for the medical benefits inquiry HR service. So here you can see that we have already amend the medical reimbursement case creation service configuration in that field. So if you want, like for different HR service, you want to add some more fields, like for example, let's take this one, medical benefits enrollment inquiry. So the first way was navigating to case creation configuration, and at the bottom you can click on new and then you can configure it. So the second approach is like, if you want to get it created, we have a case creation service config field over here. So once you will click on this lookup, you will get an option. So either you can select the previously configured case creation service configuration, or maybe you can create a new and create your own. Like for testing purpose, I am just putting medical only and selecting the HR total reward case, and in left task field I will put medical enrollment, in right task field I will put medical reimbursement, and in bottom task field I will put description, or let's put short description, and submit it. So here you have selected the medical case creation configuration and click on save. Now let's validate whenever we are selecting this medical benefits enrollment inquiry whether the added fields are visible displayed over there or not. So let's navigate to create new case and select user. Now we will select HR total reward case, and inside that we will have to select medical benefits enrollment inquiry. So here you can see that in left side we have a medical enrollment, in right side we have a medical reimbursement amount, and we have a short description at the bottom. And for medical benefits inquiry we have configured it as medical enrollment, medical reimbursement amount, and at the bottom we have a description. But apart from this HR service, if you are selecting any other, so you will not get that field visible. So it's based on requirement, like for which HR service you want to get displayed all those fields whatever you are adding over here. So the only difference I can see is, like when you are going to the case creation configuration module, you will have to include the HR service over there. But if you are configuring from the HR service only, it's getting attached over here already, and you just have to update your HR service.